You're listening to the Talkative Toastmaster podcast. I'm your host, Melanie Surplus. In this podcast, we explore how Toastmasters can help you to polish your public speaking skills, communicate with confidence, and amplify your authenticity. You'll hear from my fellow Toastmasters and I how this global organisation has impacted our lives for the better and how it could impact yours. Now, let's get talkative. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 8. In this week's episode, I'd like to talk about the importance of speeches and the role Toastmasters can play in helping you to improve how to envision, prepare for, and deliver speeches with impact. In episode 4, we covered what Toastmasters is, how clubs are organised, and how they provide a platform to get members speaking regularly in front of supportive audiences. In episode 6, we covered the Pathways education program and discussed how this helps to structure the learning program for Toastmasters in a way that lets them build on their speaking proficiency over time. I've personally found that working through various speaking projects which aim to teach different elements of how to develop and deliver speeches to be one of the most effective ways of building this skill. So in this episode, I want to delve more into why this is such an important but often overlooked skill, and really then how Toastmasters can help us with this. As you've heard in previous episodes from my guests and I, every time we open our mouths, in whatever situation in life, provides an opportunity to deliver a compelling speech. Whether it's a presentation at work, casual conversations with friends, or providing feedback to your kids. In a world inundated with information, the ability to communicate effectively is more crucial than ever before. Understanding how to create a compelling speech in a simple, easy-to-understand language is not just a skill, it's a gateway to influence, connection, and empowerment. Let's firstly talk through 5 key reasons, and I'll provide some examples, of how being able to deliver a great speech can make an impact. Number 1, clarity builds connection. One of the fundamental benefits of crafting a compelling speech is the ability to establish a deep connection with your audience. When your message is clear, it resonates with people on a deeper level. Consider the power of Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech, which is one of the most quoted and influential speeches in history. His words were not only eloquent, but also crystal clear, allowing millions to connect emotionally with his vision of a more just and equal society. Now, how might this apply in your life? Imagine explaining a complex idea using jargon to a group of children or colleagues. They would likely struggle to understand, losing interest quickly. However, if you simplify your language and use relatable examples, you bridge that gap, making your message accessible and fostering a connection. Number 2, influence through understanding. Constructing a compelling speech empowers you to influence others positively. Whether you're a leader inspiring your team, a teacher imparting knowledge, or an advocate championing a cause, the ability to convey your ideas clearly enhances your persuasive power. Take the example of Steve Jobs' iconic iPhone launch presentations. His ability to distill complex technological features into simple, understandable benefits captivated audience and fueled the iPhone's success. Now, how might this apply in your life? Consider a sales pitch for a new product. If you inundate your potential customers with technical details and industry jargon, you risk losing their interest. Their eyes will glaze over and they will have no idea what you're talking about. However, if you highlight how the product solves a real problem they face in everyday life using language they understand, you're more likely to influence their decision positively. Number 3, enhancing learning and retention. A compelling speech delivered in clear and simple language becomes a powerful tool for education. Whether in a classroom or a corporate training session, the ability to articulate ideas in an understandable way assists comprehension and retention. Teachers who master this art create an environment where learning is enjoyable and memorable. So think back about your favourite teacher from school. Chances are they were skilled at breaking down complex concepts into simpler parts, making learning an engaging experience and way more memorable. This approach not only enhances your understanding, but also contributes to long-term retention. Number 4, overcoming barriers. Language can be a significant barrier to effective communication. Crafting a compelling speech in simple language helps overcome linguistic, cultural, and educational barriers. It ensures that your message transcends these obstacles, reaching a diverse audience with different backgrounds and different levels of knowledge. Now, how might this apply in your life? Consider a multinational company with employees of various cultural backgrounds located around the world. A CEO or even a team leader who communicates in a way that transcends language barriers, using simple and universally understood language, creates a sense of unity and inclusivity within the organisation or team. Number 5, inspiring action. The ultimate goal of any persuasive speech is to inspire action. Whether it's encouraging people to adopt a new perspective, supporting a cause, or taking concrete steps towards a shared goal, clarity is the key to motivating action. Winston Churchill's wartime speeches exemplify this. His clear and resolute language inspired a nation to stand firm in the face of adversity. How might this apply in your life? Well, have a think about a motivational speaker who energizes a crowd with a call to action. If their words are convoluted and confusing, the audience may leave feeling inspired but unsure of which steps to take. On the other hand, a clear and compelling speech provides a roadmap empowering people to turn inspiration into action. And if you've ever been to a Tony Robbins event, you will understand how this plays out. He is one of the most motivational speakers that inspires direct action as soon as you leave the event. Okay, so we've looked at some reasons why you may want to consider improving the skills of creating and delivering compelling speeches. And so how exactly does Toastmasters help you to do this? In episode 6, I covered generally how the Pathways program facilitates this. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty detail. Level 1 speeches in each pathway. If you were to join a Toastmasters Club this year, and I hope you do, this would effectively be your learning path. In all of the currently available pathways, Level 1 consists of 6 speaking projects. And you might do these over a course of a few months or a year, just depending on how many members are in your Toastmasters Club and how quickly they can schedule speaking slots for their members. But the first is the Icebreaker speech, which is designed to help you write and deliver your very first Toastmasters speech. And it's a speech about you. The second speech is about writing a speech with purpose, which, as its name implies, is designed to help you write effective, concise speeches with purpose. So it might be that you have a presentation for work and you want to practice on leading up to the big sell or the big pitch, or it might be even going for a job interview and really learning how to create a speech that you can mold in job interviews to get your point across. Now, the third speech is Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language, which also, as its name implies, is designed to help you learn the basics of presenting with engaging vocal variety and impactful body language. Now, this can help you to become aware of things like the volume at which you speak, how fast or slow you speak, how animated your voice is, and also how you can incorporate hand gestures, body movements, stage presence. That speech covers a range of speaking techniques that you'll come to know and love during your Toastmasters journey. The fourth speaking project is evaluation and feedback. I've got an entire episode on evaluations coming up shortly, and you'll have heard other Toastmasters talk about the evaluation process in Toastmasters in previous episodes. But this particular assignment is designed to introduce the Toastmasters evaluation process. In this speech, you learn about giving, receiving, and applying feedback. And this is a critical part of the Toastmasters development process. It really is how we learn and grow while we're learning how to develop speeches. And this particular project incorporates 2 prepared speeches and 1 evaluation. Level 2, 3, 4, and 5 projects in each pathway build on these foundational skills. So the more you progress through the pathways program, the more practice you get. Now let's dive even further into that first icebreaker speech. The icebreaker speech is 4 to 6 minutes long, and it's the very first speech that all Toastmasters present to their clubs. It's a great way for fellow members to get to know you, and as you work through this project, you'll begin to recognize skills you already have, and you can build on those skills to foster confidence, as well as identifying areas that you can improve to help you reach your goals. Now, this project helps you to distinguish the basic elements of speech structure and learn about rehearsal techniques that are going to help you balance preparation and spontaneity. We do want to see people's personality come out when they deliver their icebreaker speech. And this speech can be humorous, informational, or any other style that appeals to you. It's really a speech about you, just to get you warmed up. Within the Pathways portal, there are plenty of resources to help get you started on this icebreaker speech. That's one thing about Toastmasters. There is absolutely no shortage of support resources or supportive people. And as I've said in previous episodes, with all Toastmasters speeches, for the most part, you can speak about the topics of your choice. So there's plenty of scope for you to indulge in talking about your family, your pets, hobbies, goals, life experiences, motivational speeches, or whatever you wish. You can absolutely have fun with it, all the while building your skill and confidence. One of the other ways that we learn this skill is by observing other people doing it. So on any given night, there might be 2 or 3 or 4 other Toastmasters giving a speech. So even though we might not be delivering a speech, we can observe how they're presenting, how they're saying particular things, what words they've chosen to incorporate in their speech, how they're moving around the stage, and all of that. So as well as learning by doing, we learn through observation. In wrapping up this episode, the benefits of understanding how to construct a compelling speech in simple, easy to understand language are many and varied. We've covered how clarity builds connection, enhances influence, facilitates learning, overcomes barriers, and most importantly, inspires action. As we navigate an increasingly complex world, the ability to communicate effectively becomes a cornerstone of success in any endeavour. So let's embrace the power of clarity. Let's strive to simplify our messages, to reach across divides, and to inspire those around us. In doing so, we unlock the true potential of our words, creating a ripple effect that can shape minds, unite communities, and bring about positive change in the world. Remember, the true measure of communication lies not in the complexity of our words, but in the impact of our message. If you're ready to unlock your potential, consider joining a Toastmasters Club near you. Check out the Find a Club link on the Toastmasters International website at www.toastmasters.org. It's worth visiting a couple of different clubs as a guest to see which club best suits you. If you do take the leap and visit a meeting, I would absolutely love to hear your experience. Feel free to message me at talkativetoastmaster@gmail.com or tag me in the comments if you found this podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Thanks for listening to today's show. Head to talkativetoastmaster.com where you'll find the show notes for this and all other episodes, as well as links to some awesome Toastmasters resources. If you found value in today's content, I'd really appreciate if you could share it with friends and colleagues who may be interested, or leave a review on iTunes. This will help more people to find us. Until next time, remember the words of Eleanor Roosevelt. You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. So let's face that fear and step into the spotlight with confidence and grace. Have a great week.